Always fresh, every day. You're watching Fastlane Daily.
Tow it in, push it in, drag it in. Cash for any clunker, junker, or POS. That was Uncle Sam's plan. But did a congressional Cash for Classics proposal hit a speed bump? We'll have more. Also, Hyundai teases a new crossover. A racing legend lends his name to a new Shelby drag car. A street racer gets pwned, and a V12 Ferrari gets a late cycle upgrade. What's up, everybody? I'm Derek D, and you're watching Fastlane Daily. Monday.
Fastlane Daily with Derek D, always fresh every day.
This episode of Fastlane Daily is brought to you by Friday the 13th, in theaters Friday.
A multi-billion-dollar Cash for Cars plan may have looked good on congressional parchment, but the U.S. Senate says no deal. The House Cash for Clunkers plan got the thumbs down from the Senate last week. The deal, part of the House economic stimulus package, would have seen many older gas-guzzling vehicles exchanged for incentive cash from the Treasury. Under the 4-year plan, drivers relinquishing their rides would have qualified for vouchers of up to $4,500 towards a new, more fuel-efficient one. Estimates peg the program's impact at a reduction of 1 million older vehicles off the road per year, ultimately saving between 40,000 and 80,000 barrels of fuel per day. Proponents are blaming the powerful rat rod lobby for scuttling the bill. And Hyundai watchers, you know who you are, Lone Shark, may soon get a preview of the company's next wave of European crossover SUVs. Hyundai released a new teaser image of a new show car, the HGT6 concept, ahead of the car's debut in 3 dimensions at the Geneva Motor Show next month. The HGT6 is the product of stylists at the company's European design quarters in Rüsselsheim, Germany. Hyundai officials call it a, quote, urban nomad, inspired by culture-heavy cities like Berlin and Paris. Teaser images reveal an aggressive exterior design marked by angular lines and muscular curves. The HGT6 also gets 21-inch alloy polished wheels and a novel 3-dimensional rear window glass design that's not glass at all. It's plastic. Power comes from Hyundai's 1.6-liter GDI turbocharged engine, producing 175 horsepower. We'll get our first look at the design-forward Hyundai in Geneva next month. And 4-time NHRA funny car champ Don Prudhomme is one of drag racing's lions. Now the man known as the Snake is lending his name to a limited edition Shelby GT500 package that could spawn a new generation of whole-shot hatchlings. Prudhomme may be best known for racing Mopar Iron, but the Shelby-Prudhomme partnership goes back more than 40 years, when Carroll Shelby was Prudhomme's sponsor in the top fuel class. The Prudhomme Shelby GT500 Drag Race Special packs a version of the Shelby 5.4-liter supercharged V8, producing 800 horsepower on race gas or 750 horsepower on standard 93 octane. All that is yours for just $100,000 on top of the purchase price of a standard GT500. Shelby says only 100 of the packages will be offered, mainly to guys who look like this. And the UK's McLaren says a major ramp-up of its sports car business is in the works. McLaren boss Ron Dennis told the UK's Financial Times the motorsports firm and Mercedes SLR partner will invest €250 million, or $327 million, to remake itself as a new rival for Ferrari and Lamborghini. The plan calls for McLaren to increase yearly output from 100 cars currently to 1,000 by 2011 and to 4,000 cars a year later next decade. Dennis says his company is considering its own production plant in the UK, but it isn't ruling out partnering with a third-party production company. The expansion will likely hang on the success of the company's upcoming P11 flagship, a Mercedes-powered supercar expected to arrive sometime in 2010. And what happens when the nice policeman you just dissed on that local Orlando, Florida forum shows up to inflict maximum pwnage? It's all part of a segment we like to call Guess Who's the Tool? The forum post reeked of arrogance. Well, wrote Honda EJ2NR, I was at the street race a few weeks ago and I was racing when I started to slow down and got to about 90, I got pulled over. After everything and about an hour later, I got a ticket for going too slow. LOL. He wrote down doing 40 in a 55, laugh out loud, but the speed limit was 50 on that road, laugh out loud. Can I fight that? It was a $250 ticket for going too slow, WTF. It all seemed fairly routine, until M. Davis of the local Popo showed up 3 posts down. This is assuming you were the moron racing on John Young past Walmart, near the roadside crosses where those 3 girls were killed in a street racing crash. If not, then had someone just as idiotic do the same thing. You just don't understand a break when I give you one. Please take me to court so I can print this out and show it to the judge. Our thoughts exactly. LMFAO. You're a tool. Next up, a game of upmanship in the Ferrari line. That's in the Internet Rumor Mill coming up right after this.
Where's your sense of adventure?
Right here.
This February, prepare
What was it?
for the day everyone fears. Friday the 13th, rated R, starts Friday, February 13th.
Like many high-end car makers, Ferrari has a habit of adding late-cycle tweaks to their models as they get, shall we say, a bit longer in the tooth. This week, there's new word: such a fate will befall Ferrari's 599 GTB. That's from the UK's Drivers' Republic, which reports Ferrari is working up the Ferrari 599 HGTE, similar to the HGTS package offered on the 612 Scaglietti, with an E that stands for Evolution. The 599 HGTE will get mostly cosmetic and suspension changes. Drivers' Republic says those will include carbon fiber bucket seats, a 430 Scuderia-style front grille, and 20-inch three-piece wheels. Underneath, the 599 will get stiffer springs and dampers and a new exhaust note from modified pipes. Under the hood will be the same 6-liter V12, likely producing the same 620 horses as the latest model. No word on a package price, but Drivers' Republic says we'll get our first look at the 599 HGTE package at the Geneva Motor Show next month. Well, that about does it for Fastlane Daily for Monday. I'm Derek D, and I want to wish a happy birthday to Cadet Spencer Ross. He's 21 today, so easy on Papa's syrup, I guess. Have a good day, or apple juice. Bye, everybody.
This week on WePCTV.
How many times have you been asked to come support your friend's band? And most of the time, giving that support kinda sucks. But thanks to computers, the future of local bands just got a little more fun.
WePCTV is brought to you by ASUS and Intel. You dream it, ASUS builds it, Intel inside.